I have written and rewritten this intro about 100 times now because I'm struggling to place the right words on a piece of paper to get what's in my mind out into a constructive thought. But in all honesty, there's really only two words I need to be saying. Thank you. Thank you. And that goes out to absolutely everybody that has been involved with this channel and has interacted with it and shown even the slightest amount of support. I just want to sit here and say thank you to each and every one of you. As of this physical moment in time of recording this voiceover, we are about 30 subscribers away from hitting 5,000. So it should, in theory, unless I do something stupid, we should hit 5,000 subscribers by the end of the week, if not tomorrow, aka Wednesday the 14th of December. It got me thinking, with it being such a high milestone for myself, and I know before we get the comments saying, oh well, 5,000 is nothing compared to all the other bigger YouTubers, there's people out there with millions or millions of subscribers, which I know that is an incredible achievement, and I can only hope that maybe one day we will get there. But you know what, this 5,000 subscriber mark, there's just something different about it. It just means so much. I guess it's also just where we're hitting it towards the end of the year. It's showing me just how much hard work, dedication and commitment can do, and how much you can achieve with the right mindset. You know, when you see your favorite YouTuber, they get like 10 million subscribers and they're like, oh, if I can do it, anybody can. And you're watching it, or at least for me, I don't know whether you guys are the same, when I was watching, I was like, yeah, well, it's easy for you to say because you've done it. I was always trying to convince myself that I couldn't and find an excuse for them to do it. I would always say my time's finished. I had the opportunity maybe in the past to do it. Wish I'd invested in it sooner. It's never going to happen. It's done. It's a dream. I've got to move on with life and live it just like everybody else. But in actual fact, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to still chase that dream, and earlier this year, before Elden Ring was released, I was making videos and making content on Pokemon videos, and to be fair, I was actually gaining some traction. There's still some videos up on the channel. There's a lot that I've privatized now, but there's still some previous videos, and Skyrim as well. Skyrim was another thing, and we were gaining traction and people were actually coming to the channel. And as we were gaining traction, there was this small game called Elden Ring that got released. At the time when it was released, all of my friends got it. I think they even pre-ordered it, but I was not in a financial position to pay for it. My friends wanted me to play it with them. I was actually the only one in the friend group with some form of experience playing Dark Souls. So they wanted my help to try and progress through the game and defeat the bosses that they were struggling with, but I couldn't afford it. And I said to them honestly, so look guys, I can't afford it. I get paid obviously in a month's time. I'll grab it on my next paycheck. And the next thing I knew, Luke had actually sent me a gift code to start installing Elden Ring. And it just perfectly coincided with the changes that I was having around my life at the time. As much as I was already doing it in real life, this game also sort of re-taught me in a way just how much you can do with perseverance, consistency and determination. Remember the times when Morgott was hard? Yeah, I know, right? But again, you would tackle them dying again and again and again, especially playing with our friends, just constantly dying again and again and again. And much like how we were defeating every boss, I was making videos and being committed and being consistent with the uploads, trying to do one every single week to make a valuable video where somebody watches this and comes away with it and going, you know what, thank you very much for that piece of information. I'm going to take that now, put that into my own game and have an absolute blast playing it for myself, because ultimately that is the reason why I make these videos. It's for you guys. It was originally for my friends back in the day when I had obviously just a couple of subscribers because they were just my friends. But now we've got an audience and a community that has grown, and the point of the videos hasn't changed, but the audience has, and the amount of the audience has changed. But you all have shown such tremendous support, so that's why I just wanted to make this video to say a huge thank you to everybody that has liked the video, even watched it, or even considered watching it, just seen a thumbnail and hovered over it and just gone, maybe yes or no, or I'll save it for later. Just interacting with the videos and the channel itself is still mind-boggling to me. The fact that somebody sees my video in a recommended tab or just anywhere on YouTube that isn't specifically looking for my channel is crazy. Like, you're watching one video and all of a sudden you see my goofy ass thumbnails and hover over it and start listening to my dull voice and still want to click on it. That is insane to me. And like I say, I just want this video to also be inspiration for you guys, because I am at the beginning. I'm not the same as the bigger YouTubers when they turn around and go, oh, you can do this if you put your mind to it, you know, all you gotta do is do some hard work, consistency, and it'll pay off. And you just go, yeah, whatever you say, mate. Don't, you know, it's never gonna happen. But it has, because that's the difference in the last 6 months compared to the last 6 years, where I was just making content on a whim. If something happens, something happens. Whereas the amount of attention to detail and the effort value, and also just the value in the videos themselves, has improved over those 6 years. I wouldn't change a thing, mind you, because that's how I've got to where I am today. But it really is true that if you put your mind to something and you really want it, there's nothing stopping you from getting it. And I want you guys to know that, and I want you guys to remember that. There's always an opportunity. I also thought that my chance and my opportunity was over. But Luke managed to give me another opportunity, and I obviously took it, ran with it, went, you know what the hell, let's give this a go. And yeah, it's got us to where we are today. I know there's still a long way to go, and we've got many years ahead of us, hopefully, unless something dramatic changes. But yeah, that's the other reason as to why I wanted to make this video. It's just be an inspiration to you lot. I know you're all freaking legends, and I know that if you put your mind to it, you can do it. Trust me, I know that you can. And here's to looking forward to 2023 and seeing what it has in store for us, because I know if it's a smidge of what 2022 has been so far, then we are in for one hell of a ride. But yeah, hopefully I can condense this and make this a bit more concise, because I've been rambling for the best part of 30 minutes now. So hopefully it's not too bad for you lot. Again, just the biggest thank you to everybody. And Luke, mate, obviously if you're watching this and listening, just thank you so much, because we truly actually wouldn't be here if you hadn't actually purchased the game, even though I told you not to. So a big shout out to Luke. His Instagram will be in the links down below, and if you want to do your sort of good deed for the day and put a smile on someone's face, do send him a quick DM saying thank you very much, because again, we wouldn't all be here if it wasn't for Luke. So send him some love, slide in his DMs with a couple of love hearts. I'm sure he'll appreciate it. Just say that Jamie says you're a knob. That will get him smiling. Hopefully you guys have an amazing rest of the day, morning, evening, wherever it is, whatever time it is. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll be sure to catch you in the next video of whatever it is that I make. Keep smashing it, you freaking legends.